Hey guys, I'm doing a review on the campaign manual for 100 Days for Napoleon at War. This is an army book, very much in the vein of Flames of War, in a sense. I mean, you look at the format, it is almost identical. Really nice, full color pages. They explain things just like they do in Flames of War. They do an introduction to what happened, the maps, all the battles that took place. They briefly talk about the armies. They have Napoleon, that's 320 points. You know, you get special characters, Ney. And then here are the French lists. You get French infantry, Young Guard, French Imperial Guard, which are very aggressive, light cavalry, and heavy cavalry. And just like with the PDFs, you get the forces. It's nice that they have the pictures. I really like that they have the pictures, so you know exactly how many bases you get, exactly what's going on. You know, when I was thinking Young Guard infantry, I just thought, okay, well, it's 4 brigades, but no, they got artillery there, and if you quickly glanced over, you'll miss that. So it's nice that they have those little things. The pictures look great. I really like this book. I feel right at home as a Flames of War player, and there they've got the national characteristics in the back, and then the special rules here for you, which is really nice to have all that stuff right there for you. I don't know why they put that in red instead of blue, but anyway, what's really nice, they show you this, so you know how to paint up your miniatures for somebody like me who has no idea. I mean, I know a lot about the Napoleonic era, but I don't know anything about the uniforms, so it's really nice that they put this in here instead of having to find it on the internet, which can be a pain sometimes. So this was really convenient. I liked it. Here are the British. They have Wellington, of course, infantry division. They have a Netherlands infantry division. Because really just 15,000 of the over 100,000 men were British. The rest were Brunswick, German, King's Legion, that sort of thing. And then you got the British Heavy Cavalry Brigade, which is kind of cool. They follow the same thing that you see. A few changes from the PDFs, for instance, like the Light Infantry Brigade, you have to have 4 battalions in there instead of 3. So there are a couple of adjustments that they made from the PDFs. Obviously, they put in the Netherlands and the Brunswick instead of just calling them Allies. They gave them their own special rules, which was really nice. I enjoy that. And yeah, so they're the British. And then, of course, we go into the uniforms for the British. And then the Prussians. The Prussians didn't get much love this book. Of course, you got Blucher. But they only get an infantry and a cavalry reserve brigade, so they're not too heavily involved here. What's nice about the Prussians, nice and simple, that they have just 3, very few options to add, really make them overstrength or change them to landwehr or something. So they're very simple to use. A beginner might want to go for those. And then you've got at the back, let's see if I skip too much. What they did was they give you these scenarios of the battlefield. So they'll give you a scenario, map, and then what was there, you know, what forces to use, which is very important because when you get into miniature war game, there's a lot of people that want to reenact battles. So this is very important. I'm glad they did this, even though I don't usually use it too much, simply because you're restricted by the forces. Sometimes I don't have the models. So, but if you do have the models, this is really a nice feature. I remember Battlefront used to do it. Now they put it on PDFs. They don't really pay attention to it. They're focusing more on the having tournaments style, which I think is a good idea. It gets people into it more. But for the old grognards, you know, you have plenty of battles here to keep you busy. And then, of course, they've got a special rule for strongholds that they go into. This is glossy, feels nice. I have but 2 complaints about it. So the 2 negative things, it smells weird. My wife thought that a skunk was outside when I was flipping through the pages. It's a very strong smell. Some people think it smells bad. Some people think it smells okay. But it is a very strong smell. And the other complaint that I have, especially when you go over here to these graphics over here, you can't see it on my camera, but the pictures are a little pixelated. I wish it was a cleaner look. I mean, it doesn't take anything away from the quality of the rules that you get in this book, but you can see the pixelations, especially on these circles. Hopefully on the next book they'll correct that. Probably just sent it to the printers and the printer could have messed it up, who knows. But it takes nothing away from really just the gorgeous layout that they have here. I really enjoyed looking through this book. Lots of lists. It is $40. I mean, when you think about it, a soft-covered Battlefront book now is $30, and they don't give, well, I guess they give you about the same amount of lists, but these are really good lists, very good to get started, and of course they give you the scenarios in the back all in one. So all in all, a very good buy. Obviously, it's the only book that you can get for Napoleon at War right now, unless you use the PDFs. But I highly recommend it, especially the French divisions. I really like the Young Guard division. I think I'm going to make my force around that. Really interesting list. I enjoyed it a great deal, and I give it a big thumbs up.